Hey friends, it's Grace here and welcome to the Comfy Nest with Grace. I'm going to work on this daily Junky junk journal, the journal that I made from a gift bag. It's getting pretty chunky. I'm filling it with all kinds of goodies. Just kind of keepsaking the daily things of our lives, like grocery lists for a special trip that my family took, visits to colleges as my son gets ready to go, and things like that. So here's an example. Husband and I went to a movie. We rarely go to a movie. So I saved the stub so I could put it in the book. Let me just see something here. Was this my final decision here? Yes, it was, on how to attach this. We have some space left here, so I think I might use that. Even though it's a little bit out of order chronologically, I don't mind. I've got a couple of things going on. So this needs to go in here because it cracks me up to no end. Gannon was not feeling well. He missed a week of school, and I asked him to keep a food log because he has Crohn's disease, and so a lot of times we can presume that what he eats has an effect on the way he feels. It's pretty correlated for this child, for everybody, but specifically when you have an IBS. So I asked him to keep a food log, and this is what he gave me. Food. He ate food. Yes, child, I know you ate food, but this is the sense of humor that he has. So I write a little note here. Gannon missed a week of school because he didn't feel well. I requested a food log, and then I'm just going to do an arrow. This child, he does not help. Typical teenager. I just thought it was funny. Okay, I am going to actually staple this in a couple of spots so it really stays in place. I don't mind if that's a little loose, but I'm going to staple it there and there. Okay, this is all that this journal is kind of keepsaking daily stuff. So I just printed this out on my Mini 2 Retro. This is a picture that Maddie sent me, Lennon's girlfriend, of them. I think they were having dinner somewhere in Anaheim when they went to state or an international DECA competition in Anaheim. So I am going to put this on here and write a little note of what it's all about. I think I'll get some glue, or maybe I'll just use a tape runner because tape runners are easy. Now this, I can't believe it. I was using a map for something else, and this was the leftover piece, and I can't believe it had Anaheim there. So I am going to use this, and I'm just trying to decide how much of it do I want to keep. If I did this, I could write in here and point to Anaheim, and that's kind of cool, right? That is giving us more decorative surface. So let's do that. How are you all doing today? Let me know if you're here, that you stopped by. Say hello in the comments. Love to greet and meet new people, or greet current crafty chicks who hang out with us here at the Comfy Nest with Grace. Okay, this is what I'm doing. It's my plan. I'm sticking to it. Then I'm going to write over here with an arrow. So I think I want a bolder pen than the one I used just a minute ago. I do want it to be black, but I want it to be, maybe I'll even end up using a marker. Oh no, this will work. And it doesn't bother me in the least if it's messy. The whole point of this is that it's very personal. So my handwriting, it's my handwriting, and it is what it is. Landon and Maddie at International DECA in Anaheim. And they went, it was the end of April. that they were gone. So there's that. Now, this little spot right here, it can fit something, right? I just started trying a new tea here. So like I could just stick this in here. It has no purpose other than showcasing that I tried a new tea. It might be really pretty on this page, but it fits so well right there. So we're going to stick it there. It kind of matches. That was unintentional that the flowers actually match what's on this paper. That's wild. Okay, this here, I'm just going to staple because there's quite a few of them here. I've got 3 little sheets. You know, actually, let's staple in here and then I can write right there. Be easier for my hand to write there. We went to this movie. We saw the trailer for it and we thought it looked really interesting and good, but we didn't like it at all. Neither one of us liked it. Wasn't a good one. Just this is our day. This is what we've been doing. Okay, Gannon ran to the grocery store for us. I wasn't feeling great. Chris had something going on. Gannon hit the store for us. He went to the meat store, the butcher shop. And this was his little handwritten note in Gannon's writing. It makes me so happy. Isn't that silly? My kid's writing and it makes me happy. He did it on a Saturday. I distinctly remember. He took that little trip for us. Love that. Daily junk. Okay, that's wanting to stick right there a little bit, but it's going to be okay. All right, so we've done a couple. We've got that in. 2, 3, 4. We've gotten 5 things in. I have a couple of greeting cards. I'm really debating about this. My brother always sends a holiday card, and then my sweet girlfriend, Luann, sent me a card just because I have not been feeling well at all, and she just wanted me to know that she was praying and hoping I feel better. So sweet. I am very much debating about putting all of my greeting cards in just one book. As you know, I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this kind of journal. I started this when did we start this, ladies? I think the end of January I started this book. Yeah, it was the end of January that I made the book. The first 2 sessions in this playlist show how I turned this gift bag into a journal. And then since then, I've been doing sessions, recordings of adding all this stuff in there. So this is new to me, this process. I keep all of the greeting cards that I get. I'm a sentimental fool that way. You've heard me say that more than once. I am very sentimental. I keep them all, but I keep them in a box. And I'm thinking about putting them in a book, and I'm not sure if they should all go in their own book or if they should be sporadically dispersed in this book. I would love to know what you think. I'm not sure what I should do. I think I'm just going to put this in here, though, since I have it. How do I want to do this? So keeping the envelope gives more bulk, but I do like having her handwriting and her address along with it. So maybe what I'll do, and I'm trying to be protective of her address, I think I'm going to tear the envelope apart. The postage is something else that you might want to keep, right? It might be something you want to commemorate. What the postage looked like at the time that you put this in, how much postage was, that kind of thing. So I think what I'm going to do is just glue these in here. And I guess for now, I would love to know what you think, because I'm very undecided about whether to do one book only for cards and letters that I get in the mail and Happy Mail, or if they should just be interspersed in my daily junk journal. Now I'm going to do this off camera, put her address in here because I don't necessarily want everybody, for her privacy's sake, to see her address, but I'm just going to get it in here. Okay, so I just stuck it right there, her address, and there's her note to me. And then I don't have to have the bulk of all this in the book. Get that in the garbage, and I think I will because it matches so well. Uh-oh, look what I did. That's okay, I have something I can put in there actually. I'm going to glue this down here. Okay. What do I want to use for glue? Let's see if I can get this, if this is unclogged. Sometimes these ones get so clogged up. No, it's not clogged. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in here. It matches so well. Again, very unintended. I did not intend to staple those closed. However, I have this. This is the radio ad copy for our most recent radio ad that we did for Monsalon. So I've been keeping, you know, most recently since I started this book, I've been keeping these. So I'm just going to stick this in here because I already have it now. So it makes sense to just plop it in there. No problem, right? Okay, I have this left for space, and I don't know. I just don't know whether I should just stick all of these in here. Should I? I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. This is my brother's. Wait, let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't want you to show you his address either. But I'm trying to decide if I keep the whole envelope. Is there a way to glue this down and keep it all? I don't know. This time I feel like I want to keep the envelope. So I could... You know what? If I glue down just this, then I will have this to open. That would be kind of cool. Let's try it and see what happens. If I just glue the triangle down. Like this. Uh-oh, it's got to be over enough so that it can close. Hey, Grace, what did you do? Pick it up and move it. It's got to be over enough so that this can close, and then I can still close this, okay? So if I did that, then I could actually keep this in here. And then I still have this space to put something down on. Now, to reinforce this, I guess I have so much washi tape, and I did move my room around a little bit, and so now the washi tape is literally right in front of my face. I used to have to look over to the right and behind me, and now the way I changed my table around, it's right in front of me. So give me a minute. I'm looking up at my washi tape. I'm going to try to find a pretty one. They're all pretty, but like that's really pretty and different, right? This is not very sticky, that part, just because. I am going to reinforce this with some glue because washi tape is tempera, really not that sticky. So I'm going to use my glue stick, my permanent glue stick. I'm just going to do a swatch. I'm not measuring. I'm not cutting it precisely straight. I'm just taking a ripped piece of washi tape and I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to do it on both sides. It's a little bit decorative. It's a way to use up some washi tape to make that page more decorative. And more interesting. The card is blue. That's why I picked this tape, because it has kind of a blue background and it's got a really pretty floral on it. It's kind of bold. It's got some foil element to it. It's kind of cool. All right. Now we're going to leave that to dry. My gosh, you guys, I didn't think today that when we got together that I would end up putting all of that in, but look at, I did end up getting all of it in, and I just kind of let the book determine how I'm going to put that stuff in there and how it's going to fit and where. It's super easy. And look at, we've been here for 15 minutes. I did a bunch of talking with you. So when I just want to point that out because I want to remind you, if you decide to create a book like this and you decide to start keepsaking your daily ephemera is things that would have otherwise gotten thrown out, like this. Like the movie tickets. Most people throw movie tickets out. Or this little list that my son wrote when he went to the butcher shop for us. Little tea bag. Ephemera. That is the definition of ephemera. Things that would have gotten thrown out otherwise. I love to keepsake them because I'm a really sentimental fool. I think it's exciting to have parts of our past here with us. And it reminds me of the days gone by of my past and my life. And someday my family will have this, and I hope they cherish it. It does not take that long. It does not take that long. Once you've got the book made, 10 to 15 minutes a day to put the daily ephemera in. I generally do this, when I say a day, I only do this about once a week on average. So 15 minutes a week. I just put all of the daily ephemera by this book, the things that I've collected, I put it by the book. And then when my once a week comes up, I put it all down and I do just what you saw me do. So it doesn't take very long to keep use of your ephemera book, your Junky Junk book, if you decide to make one. All right, guys and girls, have a blessed day. Thanks for being here.